2.6 number 83. Here we're given this rational expression and asked to find where it's less than 0. If we graph this thing, here's what we see. We see a function that is positive, goes through 0 out here at 2, and has a blow-up here at -2. Okay? So what I would expect is I would expect this to be x greater than 2 and x less than -2. Right? Because that's where it goes through the blow-up, but comes back in on the negative side. So what's the big worry here? Well, the big worry is that we're dividing by x plus 2. X plus 2 is sometimes positive. X plus 2 is positive when we're greater than 2, but it's negative when we're less than 2, and that's going to screw up with our inequality. Okay. So the first thing I would do is I would add 2 to both sides, because that's going to make my life easy. Plus 2 plus 2. Here it's going to cancel, there it's going to cancel. We're going to get x plus 6 over x plus 2 is less than 2. All right. Now I want to break this up into 2 cases. X plus 2 is positive, or x is greater than -2. Okay. And on the negative side, x plus 2 is negative, which is going to be x is less than -2. And I have to do each one of these separately, because in one of them I'm going to multiply by a positive number, and the other one I'm going to multiply by a negative number. And I really do need to keep track of those. All right, let's do the positive side. That's going to be the easy one. So on the positive side, if I multiply both sides by x plus 2, parentheses help. Okay. This will cancel with that, leaving us with x plus 6 is less than 2x plus 4. In this case, I want to subtract the x over to the right side and subtract the 4 over to the left side. Minus x minus 4 minus 4. Plus x minus x, that'll cancel. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2x minus x is x. And since all I've done is subtracted and multiplied by a positive number, my inequality stays the same. So x is greater than 2, which is exactly what I expected. Okay? So on the positive side, I'm going to get x is greater than 2. Okay? All right, now what about the negative side? On the negative side, x plus 2 is a negative number. So when I multiply both sides by that negative number, I'm going to have to flip my inequality sign. So we're going to get x plus 6 over x plus 2. Multiply by our x plus 2, which is sadly negative. We'll have to flip our sign. We're going to get 2 times x plus 2. Okay, here it's going to cancel, cancel, cancel. So we're going to get x plus 6 is greater than 2x plus 4. And again, I want to do the same algebra. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. I'm going to subtract x from both sides again. Remember, addition and subtraction don't do anything to our inequality. 6 minus 4 is 2. Something's wrong. No, we're still good, right? 2 is greater than x, okay? But 2 is greater than x. So x is less than 2, but x is also less than -2. These are both conditions on our x. So when are we both less than 2 and less than -2? Well, we have to be less than the smaller of the two. And so this is the condition that ends up mattering. Being less than 2, well, that's a condition for another day, I guess, right? That doesn't qualify. We need both of these conditions to be satisfied. They're only satisfied if we're smaller than the smallest. Okay? So that is exactly what the graph showed as well. All right? Okay?